So first of all, I want to say that I really like my voice right now. I've been stuffy for this whole week. I've been sneezing nonstop every day. Today was bad, really bad. But anyway, so my voice is like this, which is not normal, but I kind of like it actually. So I think it's gonna come out really good in the video, despite what my wife says. So here we go. You know what? I'm doing this for you. Viewers number 2 and 3, because that's all I have right now. So you know, this is for you. This is what it's all about. So in a recent video, Adam Neely talked about the music that he hates. I found that video very interesting. He was at the NAMM show, which is awesome, and he said he talked to his fellow peers. These were other professional musicians and fellow YouTube content creators, and so he posed the question to them: what is the music that you hate? And so there were various answers among that, but something I did notice was a common theme in that video, which was that the music that you hate was actually closely related to the music that you love. I found that very interesting because during the video I thought I knew right away what music it was that I hate. And yes, there is music that I hate, like for real. Like, I despise this music. I can't stand it. I mean, it literally just gets on my nerves. When I hear this music, I just feel like the Hulk is gonna come out. You know, it does stuff to me. I don't know if I'm just gassy or constipated. It's weird because it's like a mix of the two things. It's crazy. That's what that music does to me. I think maybe the whole Pepto-Bismol commercials are meant for people who listen to that music. It's possible. Anyways, what is this music I'm talking about? We'll get back to that later. Later on in this video, Adam Neely reveals the music that he hates. And so it turns out the music Adam Neely hates is contemporary Christian music. We're going to talk about that. By the way, this is Lenny, and this channel is Heavenly Sounds. We talk all things music. We do come from a church musician perspective, but we go over everything here, and we teach it, we talk about it, we do all kinds of things with it. All right, here we go. So first of all, when we talk about contemporary Christian music, I'll just say CCM for short, that in itself is actually a very broad topic. So if you were to turn on your local Christian radio station, be it Way FM or K-Love, you would actually find quite the variety of music genres, all within that Christian realm. So for the purposes of this discussion, I think it'll probably be better to just narrow it down to what I believe he was more specifically referring to. So what I think he actually was more specifically referring to was worship music. This would include your Hillsong, Jesus Culture, Bethel music, etc. So this is the music that I play. This is music that I listen to. I'm well immersed in this music. But I have to admit, he kind of has a point. He called this music harmonically simple. Okay. He said it was lyrically insipid. Okay. He also said it was overly repetitive. Check, I'll grant you that. He said this music made him feel cheap. I don't know what to do with that. But overall, I kind of get where he's going with that. I kind of see his point. I don't agree with his entire assessment of that musical genre. I too have many criticisms of this type of music. God knows I get tired of the same old chord progressions. Lord knows I get tired of all the constant repeats. What's that signal over there? Oh, we're doing it again. One area where I actually might disagree with him is what he said about the lyrics. On rare occasion, I might come across a worship song that does annoy me, where I feel like the lyrics just don't seem real. I have to admit, a lot of these songs tend to be written more for other Christians rather than for the general public. And they usually, in these songs, I kind of It's like they just stuck some kind of random Bible verse in there, kind of like they had to force it in, where it just doesn't even seem real, doesn't flow. But for the most part, overall, I actually think mainstream worship music lyrics are actually pretty good. And you kind of have to be these days. You see, other Christians are actually the worst critics of Christian music lyrics. So over here, you have the people that only want good old Bible theology in every song. Over here, you got people that want the songs to be relatable. And then you also got a group of people that just don't even want to hear the name Jesus in the song at all. And on each side, you always have extremists. In general, Christian music lyrics have come quite a long way from what they were years ago. Go back to your Way FM and listen to them songs. You hear what I'm talking about. But we're not talking about those songs on your local Christian hit radio. We're talking about worship songs. Let's take Jesus Culture as an example. Sure, yeah, a lot of their songs were simple. They were overly repetitive. But honestly, I didn't need for their songs to be very technically advanced to enjoy them. There was something real there. There was a spiritual aspect to it. On my Spotify playlist, I still have one of the songs from back in the day, Jesus Culture sang All I Need Is You. Kim Walker, she broke it down, and I enjoy that song till today. And it is a powerful song. It's amazing, and it's a simple song. I would just use that one as an example. It's a very simple song, but you know what? The words don't have to be so poetic. Doesn't have to be lengthy. But sometimes the least you say is better. What is it they say? Brevity is the soul of wit, right? Well, basically means you can make your point. If you make your point with the least amount of words, the better, right? So when you have something as simple as just saying, all I need is you, there's a lot more to that than what's just being said. You think of loneliness, for example, people going through loneliness, and just people who've just gone through stuff, you know, and they're at a point in life where they hear that song, and it's saying so much more than what it's actually saying. You know, you get what I mean? You get what I mean. You know what I'm saying. You people got me. Viewers 2 and 3, you get me. You understand. Y'all know. So bands these days do kind of copy that sort of type of sound that Jesus Culture had from back in the day. You hear all these ethereal pads going on. You hear all these atmospheric sounds. You know, I'm not really much of a fan of that. You know what I'm saying? I'll be honest. I don't want to hear a bunch of spaceship sounds talking about. I just don't want to feel like I gotta be like, beam me up. You know, I gotta communicate with Captain Picard. I don't got time for that. Not that there's anything wrong with using them ethereal pads and all that stuff. You know, arpeggiators. You know, they should be used. You know, if you can use it, go ahead and use it. They should be used in the best way possible. Not overly done, but just in a way that conveys the message. So we have good news. We have the best news ever. It's called the gospel. And this is a message that brings hope. It brings change in people's lives. People have been changed by this message. It's a powerful message. It's a message about a God that is above all else. A God that is above anything me and you can even imagine. And that is so great. And there's something really powerful in that it transcends everything going on down here. There's something greater for us to look at and reach for. So I believe Christian music lyrics, by default, should be better than most other music lyrics, simply because of the person that we're singing about, the person that we are expressing our love for and his greatness. Do we as Christians always hit the mark? Not always, but I believe we have come a long way, and I do think that in general, the lyrics are not as bad as they are made out to be. Is there room for improvement? Of course, always. It is my sincere hope that all Christian artists and bands can grow and flourish to their fullest potential. Now, with what I'm saying, I'm not in any way disparaging any kind of music styles or anything. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying you're not technically advanced. Don't read what I'm not saying. But for all of us, there's always room for growth, and I always try to keep that in my mind every day that I play There's so much that I need to learn. That's what I gotta say about that. Now, as far as the music that I hate, and I really hate this music. I'm saying it is, oh my God, I'm disgusted by it. It's just telling you, the music that I hate is new age music. I'm talking about the stuff that's, it's not even music. It's just like this psychotic. It'd be music psychos listen to. I'm sorry for all you psychos out there. You probably don't even listen to. It's this music. It's just, oh man, you know, this music, it just makes me so angry. You know why? It insults my intelligence. It doesn't do what music's supposed to do. I don't even know what its purpose is. You know, like music to me, music, it takes you on a journey. You know, it's telling a story. You start from here, you go over here. It has a purpose. New age music don't do that. New age music just leaves you floating up in the air. You're going out to outer space. And that's part of the reason why I don't like them ethereal pads and all these spaceship sounds, because that's all up in that. You know, I just don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it in the background. Let's say I'm at a theme park. If I start hearing that music in the background, things will get serious. My mood will change like that. I could be like in the middle of a conversation with somebody. It'd be like, so yeah, Bob, as I was discussing with you earlier, you know, what is this? What do you mean what I'm talking about? That music. Is this your doing? You know what? I can't even talk to you right now. I'm just upset. I would leave the theme park. I'd storm out and be like, you just lost yourself a customer. Then all the conspiracy theories start turning in my head. They just want to control my mind. Well, it ain't happening. Not today. Just don't play that music around me. I will get angry. You know what? Just give me a moment. Calm down. All right, guys. That's it for today's video. Go ahead and hit the thumbs up. Like this video. Share it. Subscribe. Do all that stuff. You know, because I appreciate the support. You know what? Just go ahead and do it now. And I'll wait. So, yeah. I mean, if you haven't done it yet, then just, well, this video will just keep going forever. All right, guys, I'm gonna leave it here. Just remember, keep it real.